Either one of you, Fred?
I am.
Hey, Fred.
Bob?
I'm Bob Banks.
Bob, great
Nice
to meet you.
Great to
Thank
meet you. Thanks
so
for coming out
much.
today.
Jerry,
great to meet you.
You too.
Well, I really appreciate you reaching out to me.
Absolutely.
This is really exciting.
Yeah.
Now, you're completely blind? You're partially blind? What's your story?
I'm visually impaired. I'm legally blind, visually impaired.
Legally blind.
Or a VIP, visually impaired person.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
My vision is 20/800, so I have almost no central vision, which is the things that you look at, the middle of the things that you look at.
Right.
So I have a lot of peripheral vision. It's not excellent vision, colorblind, little color blindness and such, but I'll see movement of things and I'll see big objects, and so I won't be tripping over things. But I also may not see my ball many occasions. I can't see what this says on your shirt.
Golf smarter.
There you go. Good.
You should have figured that
That's
one out.
smart. That's right. So it's detail. Like I can't
Right.
read, I can't drive,
Right.
and I don't see faces. So I live in a mannequin kind of world.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And you bring Jerry along with you to play as your coach, as your guide. What function does he play?
That's right. And so with blind golf, you're allowed to officially have a guide/coach. Some people call him coach, some people call him a guide, because we can't see the travel of the ball. Sometimes we can't see the layout of the course or
Right.
the hole itself.
Among other
A lot
things,
of help
sure.
on putting. We can't see the undulations and such.
Oh, wow.
So they're guiding us.
Uh-huh.
During an official tournament, they don't play, they only help assist us. During recreational rounds like this, they play as well.
Okay. Well, we'll figure that out as a round. Now we're here at Hiddenbrooke Golf Course today in Vallejo, and we're so lucky. It's going to be close to 100 degrees today. So we're going to be looking really shabby all through the day. So if you're watching on video, sorry. Now, were you blind or were you a VIP at birth? That's it, man. You're stuck. I'm calling you a VIP.
That's right, that's right.
So were you a VIP at birth?
I was not. So approximately in 2015, in February of 2015, I was, going along through life. Everything was cruising along, playing softball with Jerry and such, and I was actually a baseball umpire. It's real ironic, but things were going quite well, and I started having what I thought was something in the middle of my eye. I just thought that's all it was. And I had 20/20 vision then, and went to the doctor, and they said, no, your eyes are fine, something's going on, and test. And within 2 months, my right eye went, and it's that quick. I have a condition called Leber's hereditary optic neuropathy. It's also coined as LHON. It only affects males, primarily males. Mostly in 18 to 25-year-olds.
Now, is it something that's carried on through genetics, or is this
maternally carried on maternally, but not
through the father?
Not through the father. So it's only maternally through the mother.
And does the mother get it from the father?
No, it's only carried down through the maternal line. So my mother and my mother's mother had the defective gene, and it's the gene in your optic nerve that affects only your central vision of your optic nerve.
I see.
So my eyes see fine, the transmission to my brain is what gets scrambled.
Oh.
Yeah, it's very interesting, and it's rare. It's only 30,000 people in the United States. There's no cure for it yet. There's doing some clinical trials, so it's all hopeful.
Yeah.
The good news is I don't have a tumor, MS, and other conditions.
It's great news.
I'm living life
And
to
you're
its
living
fullest.
your life.
Absolutely.
And do you have any other family members who have been affected?
No, so I don't have any brothers, so there's no chain, right?
Mm-hmm.
My sisters are at risk. They haven't been tested. They don't want to. I told them, live your life as you should. But the path would be my mother to my sisters who are carriers. I have one sister that had 3 daughters, so now they're carriers, and one daughter had a baby, which was a girl. So that's the chain.
Okay.
It still continues.
Wow. Okay.
So who knows? She may get it. There may be a cure before then. We'll see.
Amazing. Well, let's warm up a little
Absolutely.
bit. Our tee time's in about 15 minutes.
Very good.
And we'll get down there.
Absolutely. Let's
Great.
have some fun.
All right.
Very good.
So first of all, let's establish what tee boxes are we playing?
Whites.
Good.
Yeah, good. I'm good at that.
I'm all into that.
Yeah.
And I'm just curious about each of your handicaps.
I'm
You play tournament play.
Well, but with blind golf,
competitively.
there's about two to three tournaments in the United States a year. Internationally, total, there's probably 15 or so throughout the world. Those are the competitive blind tournaments. But I play recreationally, both just with Jerry or other buddies, and also in a monthly men's club. I just play just with buddies.
It's a long answer for what your handicap.
Oh, I'm sorry, you got there. So my handicap with the NCGA is about a 19 to 20. I'm floating right around there. It's coming down a little.
And what about you, Jerry?
I'm at a 12 right now.
Okay. All right. This is going to be fun.
This is my 5th year playing.
Okay. So this is all. This is
How
all
about
good
yourself?
I'm up to an 11.3 right now. Nice. I was down to a 9.3, but then I get to that and I don't believe that I'm that good.
Yeah.
And so I start playing poorly.
Believe in yourself, Fred.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I should listen to a podcast.
That's right.
How did you find me?
I was looking for a golf podcast to improve myself, and you were in the list. And I subscribed to a few, and then as they don't get interested, I unsubscribe. And yours just kept on hanging on. It's like your guests that come on. Your guests that come on, I just really appreciate what they have to say for the most part.
And I appreciate
and it makes you because you
get
get different parts of the game, the mental aspect and such, and parts I go, maybe I should try that.
Awesome. All right, let's get down to the first tee box and see what we can come up with.
Fred, I wanted to show you my club head covers.
Oh yeah, please. So I noticed that you have club head covers, and most people they would get made fun of, but I think it makes sense.
Right. So these are club head covers. This is probably my third set. Some were smaller in nature, but this is something I don't need because I'm always with a guide that helps me, so they can select my club for me.
Right.
It just gives me a little sense of independence where I can go up and select my own club.
And you can see the numbers because of the contrast?
When I get about this close, yes.
You need to be about 18
the size
inches.
and the contrast, yes.
Yeah. Interesting.
The other item that I depend on is my golf buddy, which is it's the only verbal range
right
finder
that you
type
clip onto the hat.
Right.
Oh, that makes total sense.
So almost all of us wear that.
All right.
And after that, it's the rest is on the guide.
Well, let's get this round started and see where it goes from there.
Thought I was your range buddy.
You are my range buddy. By the way, good shots I take credit, bad shots I blame him.
Yep.
Oh my God, I'm glad I'm just playing against you. I'm playing with you, you.
Yeah.
This is a troon course. And it looks like we have a dog leg left on the first hole.
All right, my friend.
What do you see?
We have par 4 here?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's why I wanted you to do your 3-wood.
So not much delineation in the trees. I think we have a creek here.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that.
So we're at the first tee now.
Maybe a little
see
bit
the
of
gap in the hillside?
Kind of where it comes down right about there.
Yeah, that would be a great shot right there.
So right here?
Yep.
Okay.
Jerry is helping Bob figure out the direction. Bob steps up to the ball on his own. He has a sense of the direction.
How's that, Jerry?
Oh, here he's asking Jerry for a little help to see which way his club faces.
That looks good.
Good?
Yep.
Oh, he takes a gorgeous swing. Look at
right
that.
In that
Beautiful, dead straight.
Perfect.
Great shot.
Perfect.
Great shot, Bob.
Good.
Yeah, let's go straight up.
And did we say it's downhill?
It's slight downhill, very slight. Here, give me your mark.
So Jerry's lining up his putt right now for Bob.
There.
All right, 25 feet, slightly downhill.
And Bob leaning over the ball to get his line.
Okay, you're a little left.
Jerry's
Let's
about
go
2 feet behind him.
A little more right. Right there. Hang on. Back a little. Towards you. A little more. Right there. Now you're in the center of it.
We're good?
Yep. Oh, I just missed it.
That just missed.
Yeah.
We got about 2 or 3 feet.
Yep. Straight up. Slight left. Right there.
Good?
Perfect.
Nicely done.
Just watch your take back, because you're coming
Okay.
outside
Still
again.
coming back?
Yeah, and then you're having to straighten it out.
Okay.
Well done, guys.
Thanks.
Thank you.
You as well.
Great.
You played sports as a kid,
Yes.
and then as an adult, you discovered that you had this terrible affliction happen. What was your immediate reaction? Because you were probably still active in various sports, right?
That's a good point. I did high school and a little bit of college. Always a football guy. Then I grew out of that, of course, because everybody else turned out to be bigger than me. Then as I grew into my adult life, I found softball, and that's where I played for 30 years up until I became affected, which is about 4.5 years ago. My vision went.
How old are you now?
59.
Okay.
And so when I was 55, this happened, and it happened within 3 months, both eyes, and then it stops. I mean, it doesn't get worse, it doesn't get better.
Oh.
It's a lifetime situation. When it first happened, I was having one of my down, angry days, and threw my softball bag and my golf bag in the trash because I was having a bad day. I thought this stuff is over.
Yeah.
Fortunately, before trash day came, I happened to go online and do some research on my condition, and there was a video of this young man, late 20s, who used to be a college golfer on the team, and he was playing a thing called blind golf. Blew me away because it didn't make sense to me, because I thought I wouldn't be able to see the ball, which I still can't.
Right.
Watched that, did some more research, went and took the stuff out of the trash, and I thought,
They didn't pick it up.
no. And I thought, maybe I'll try it. It just doesn't make sense. And now I have no expectation. Once I find the ball and I set up, when I swing, I have no expectation of seeing the ball in flight or where it lands. So I tend to not lift my head as much, especially back when I first started, because I had no expectation of watching it.
Yeah, I noticed that every time you take a shot, most people will, take their swing, stop, and look towards the ball. You take your swing, stop, and look behind you to Jerry, going, "Well," asking it, and he's got to not only dictate where you're going to hit, but where you do hit.
Right. And I go off a lot of verbal, you've seen too, is that I'll stand, look behind, and I'll listen to people's reaction. The oohs and the ahs, or great shot, or the gasp. It must be not a good shot. So some fun things like that. I enjoyed it. It's definitely brought me closer to not only the person I'm playing with, as I mentioned, but the other people I'm playing with in the group. Because what I found is, let's say if I'm playing and Jerry's also playing, but he's on one side of the fairway, I'm on the other. A lot of times, let's say it's you, might say, "Don't worry, I got him," and you'll come and help me find the ball and describe that I have 150 yards to go. Watch out for the bunker on the left. And it's really drawn me closer to the group I'm playing with as well. Yeah. My swing is still a swing, even though my Jerry or whoever's my guide is setting me up and telling me where to go. The execution is still on me.
Right.
And that's either good or bad at different times. But I would say I pay more attention to what I'm trying to do, and it's more of the internal feel of what my body is doing versus seeing the ball and striking.
Which many teachers call awareness.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know I can't see the ball and strike the ball. I don't see the club striking through the ball. And
Which is fabulous, because really hitting the ball is just the middle of your swing.
Right.
The ball is not your target. Right, let's look your PR.
Yeah, go ahead.
No. You're fine. Not very far compared to when you did. But also, I hit it.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty.
Let's get close to that.
it's wide open, man.
It pretty much is wide open.
Instruction, where the hole is.
That was beautiful. Great shot.
Look at all these turkeys. Come on, even the baby. Let's go. Turn right.
Downhill putt.
So Bob, when you are counting off your putt like this, you're walking, do you feel like you're more sensitive to the slope of the green than in the past?
So I do it for two reasons. One is to get distance, but a lot of it is to feel the undulation on the green, because I can't see that.
Sure.
So like I felt an uphill rise on that. I felt maybe a little right to left.
So what was your distance and what did you feel like?
30 feet, and it was a rise, especially near the end. There was a lot more rise.
Uh-huh. And did you feel if it was a left to right or right to left?
I felt a little bit, maybe from this angle, a little bit right to left.
Yep.
Yeah.
So if we were to look at this, I don't know if we can tell from here, but I think it's definitely, well, from here, it's downhill, right to left.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really interesting. How were you as a putter before this all happened?
I don't think I was as technical with putting. You know, I felt like I would just get up there and eyeball it, estimate it, and hit it.
Right.
Now I get somebody who, in blind golf, you're allowed to have somebody set your club or stay behind you and give you angle. And then I'm thinking a lot more about my putt, my takeaway, my stroke, the strength of it. Before I didn't pay as much attention to it. I would just get up and mentally just hit through it.
Right.
Yep. You want to help, Fred?
I would love to help.
Okay.
It's right to left downhill. I think we established that already.
Let me ask you this.
Okay.
How far out of the hole are we? Because I can see the flag. Are we 6 inches?
Now, are you aiming 6 inches outside the
Yes.
hole?
No, I'm
No.
asking you what.
So I'm not exactly sure what you're asking. So right, if you were to go straight at the pin from here, I suspect that you would end up about 4 or 5 feet to the right of it.
Oh, it's a left to right break.
Yes, I'm sorry, it's a left. I see it as a left to right break. I'm sorry.
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Where should be my aim point? About 6 inches to the left of the hole.
See, now I see a big break.
Yeah.
I don't want to say, Jerry, get over here. Jerry,
I don't
help.
mind. I mean,
No, I understand,
Yeah.
but I just don't know how you line it up and what you're looking for, and so I want to hear.
This is a different putter. He's usually got a 2-ball fang that it.
Oh, but this has a big line on it, right?
Yeah, so we're trying something different here.
Let me,
I'm going to give it a little bit of a break. So you're going to have to go out, go right, and it should break straight back
that's where
down.
it's left. Okay.
Don't turn the hand.
oops. Yeah, it was a big downhill, huh?
Well, I think you're uphill now.
Now you're putting uphill. And it's going to break now. It's going to break left to right again.
And I have about a 20-footer going up.
Yeah, this is a little bit straighter because I was just down here and it went straight at the hole. So just make sure you get up the hill.
Come on, come on, come on.
It was right at it.
That was right at it. Oh man, a little short.
Yeah. That's because I went too long in the last one.
Yeah. Ah, the happy sound. Good job.
I do look at my softball guys as my brothers. We've had long-term family friendships for a long time with a lot.
So how did they react when you told them that you were not going to be able to play anymore?
Yeah, it's a good question. So early in my onset, I was having one of my bad days. There were a few more of those back then.
Yeah, well, you threw your clubs out.
Yeah, threw my clubs out while that
Your
softball bag
baseball
was in
bag,
there too.
yeah,
so
right.
threw it out. I went to the field and I was going to tell them that it's over. I can't play anymore. Walked in the dugout with that sorry attitude of, I'm out. I
Woe
can't
is
hurt
me.
the team. Woe is me, right? Having one of those days. So I gave them the story. I don't know what's going on, but I can't hurt the team. I'm tapping out. All I wanted was a tiny bit of sympathy from somebody in the dugout. And then this guy, within 2 seconds,
Say Jerry.
Jerry says, oh, so it is true. And I wasn't really in the mood. I go, what, Jerry? And he goes, well, you must have jerked off one too many times. And that's exactly what I needed at that point in time, because all we all did was laugh.
Oh, good, because it's good you didn't have a baseball bat in your hand at the time.
That might have come late.
High five! High five! High five the blind guy!
Yeah, nobody's that's by the way, that's a rule you never do.
Well, it's been really a lot of fun to watch you play. It really is. Yeah, yeah. And Jerry, you're a saint.
That he is.
You are, man. What you're doing is so selfless and kind and generous. It's really impressive.
Yeah, he's a good guy. So, you know,
Oh, you're both good
why
guys.
not help out, you know, good people?
Yeah.
Those of us in the blind golfing world all say that it's now made golf a team sport versus back in the day it was always an individual sport.
Well,
It's been tremendous.
it's awesome.
All right, boss. I don't
Yeah, I
see
know.
a lot
It's
other
hard
than the
to
back
see.
hills. There's
Right in front of us, there's a tree. That guy? Yeah. Don't go that way. Yeah, there's some trees right here.
Yes, uh-huh.
Kinda right in front of us.
okay.
There's a dark tree. Can you see that? Like a lighter tree. No. Okay.
I'm good with these bushes up front.
Okay, yeah.
That's my spot?
Right over the bushes.
Okay.
Yep, absolutely.
Right up there.
Bat.
Right behind
You're
it.
probably in the
You got
bunker.
a lot of it. Oh, just short.
you're over the. Okay, that's not bad.
Well, Bob, it's we're almost done here, but we don't have enough battery left. So we've just been letting it run, see what
Very
would
good.
happen, hope that we can get something out of
Sure.
this. But thank you again so much for not only reaching out to me, but giving me the opportunity to play with you. It's really been an incredible treat.
The opportunity is mine. I just enjoy getting the message out
Yeah.
because there's a lot of people that are very much probably like me, excuse me, where...
Get choked up, huh?
Oh, I do. I still to this day, I do. Because I'm sure there's a lot of people that were very much like me where it's like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
But there, you can. And I don't feel like I'm that blind. I mean, I'm legally blind and I can't drive and read, but there's people who have total blindness and they're kicking ass out there. They're doing well.
Yeah.
And golf brought people together like that. So
Your attitude is phenomenal. So
That's
thank you again. Thanks for sharing this.
it's great
It's
company.
been just total
Been
treat.
good. Yeah, been good.
Really enjoyed it.
I'm going to continue to listen, buddy.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Love it. Thank you.
Click on the link below to subscribe to our free weekly interviews on the Golf Smarter podcast at golfsmarter.com.